Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good. How you doing today?
Good.
A little change in the weather, right?
Yes. We go and I guess by the weekend we're gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot again.
Good. Bring it back. I missed the heat already. One day and I'm missing the heat.
It's cold, eh?
Freezing. Freezing. I could have wore pants today. Um, Everyone else was out sweat tops. I put a sweat top on even in my condo, turn the AC off, open up the doors, get some fresh air in here.
Yeah, my doors and stuff are open too.
So we're
Uh,
gonna go through a couple things today. What do you tell
yes.
them? Maybe jumping around a bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? The market, I one of your houses had an open house this weekend, and
Yeah.
it was like rocking, like all kinds of people.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Jessica was saying. So kind of
And
surprised.
and then there was an agent from Dominion Lending there, and
Yeah.
I guess what he was doing was trying to drum up business, going
Sure.
house to like open house to open house.
Oh, good way to
And
meet
he's,
realtors.
yeah, some of them do that. And he
Yep.
said they were all going crazy. One of them had like 18 in the first 20 minutes or something.
That's crazy, eh?
Well, considering what we've been up against all this time,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Jessica's been doing open houses all summer, every single weekend for all different agents. And
Yep.
like she would, the most she had like one or two people ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was
Well,
like rocking. So I was shocked at that.
yeah, because usually, I mean, this weekend was mainly cloudy, mainly supposed to rain a lot up here, and it didn't. Um, it's going to be interesting to see where that leads in. Because think about it, we got 2 more weeks and summer's done. Everything's done, right? But we got some nice weather, but coming in September. But still, people think kids go back to school, summer's done. Now we're right into fall kind of mode. It's going to
But
be
is
interesting.
the fall market going to take off? Like
No,
she was shocked.
I don't know.
Like it was crazy. So I did the sales from last week to this week.
Right.
And we were actually down or from last year to this year in the same week.
Yeah.
And last year was 37 and this year was 28. So like it still looks down over last year. It doesn't look like we had any kind of blip. And the other thing is, and I'll share it with you here a bit.
Bring it up.
With my technological challenges today, I hope everything works.
Yeah, so do I.
So here sold today we have six,
Mhm.
and in the last 3 days, 36.
Pull them up. Wow. Well, maybe not.
Well, we can just look at, but this isn't Barry. This is all of Simcoe. Like, this is like Aurelia, Springwater,
Okay.
Barry. It's everywhere, right?
Right. Right.
And most of them, as we can see, are still in the lower price range.
Yeah, they had a big one, but you
There's
look at
there's a few big ones in here.
the Shandy Bay vacant land. Yeah, there's a couple big waterfronts we're talking about. Shandy Bay for 5 million,
Mm-hmm.
5.5. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's kind of high. You've seen some higher prices come out. Finally, at Frank's Way, they sold that townhouse for 680, which wow, that's a few bucks.
Mm-hmm.
But the street, like the area. So maybe some buyers are coming back. I think it's too early to tell yet to see, but
Well,
it,
this is it. It's too early to see. And today, like, I got to get this dog something, or I'm gonna
all right.
lose my mind. Today there's only six, and those are not even just in Barrie. They're all around too.
Right, right.
So, like,
And up here we can see conditionally sold 17. So they will see that firming up this week. So call it most likely 17 or 15. Two of them may not firm up, but whatever. We'll see that add to the list. So we could be, flat to last year by the end of the month and seeing, but consistently we're seeing um, you know, down, 10 to 15% transactions over last year, which we've been trending that way for all year long if we look at it in that range.
well,
Year to date, we're down 7.2% or 9%. I think it's 9%, which, you know, that's not bad considering we're not seeing prices drop fast. We're seeing them holding their own. What's going to happen when we see if the Feds decide to do a rate cut in September? Is that going to spark it up? Maybe, maybe not.
I think it is. And you got multiple offers on your townhouse on the weekend.
Let's pull that up. Let's jump on that because I really believe we priced it right, and I'll talk about it a bit too. I think it's just pull it up and you know, keep in mind it's an unit townhouse on a court location, great location, Holly area. Um, I put the best pictures in it. Sure, there were still some things, but what I like, long driveway, 2 cars, one in the garage, three, big entrance way, in a sense, little bistro set out there to sit. It's enclosed. Good backyard was 132, Dan, pretty deep for a
Wow.
town, right? Big lot, really,
And
which we
pretty private.
very private. So there's a check mark for sure. All new vinyl flooring, he did some countertops in the bathroom. It's investment property, as I mentioned. Yes, there were still some things to be done. The biggest thing that I saw when we first toured there before listing it, I'm thinking 655, 656. And as the day before, getting the pictures done for another tour, looking at the finer details after it was cleaned up, we're 649. And I don't think we're anything more. And we priced it, we didn't give it away. It's like that's what I felt the market value was on the property. 3
So
bedrooms,
does it have an ensuite?
no semi.
A semi-ensuite like my house,
Yeah, semi
but it
ensuite.
does have a little walk-in closet.
Yeah, walk-in closet in the master, right? I mean, new flooring, new carpet on this on there, new heat pump, new light fixtures, new door handles, new closets. So he's done some good things with a lot of new lighting. So not for a detached 3-piece in the basement, it wasn't a bad price, right? So we had 16 or 17 showings and 2 offers, and we listed on Thursday. Not bad, right?
So how long was it actually listed?
4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days. So, when things are priced properly, and again, we're touring, I'm going, you know what, we need to be 649. That's the price, like it's not, who we could have got 650. I don't know. We didn't. So I think 649 was the right list price for the property.
Well, and you said yourself, like the pictures kind of showed a little bit better.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
it was a little bit rougher than it looked in the pictures. You said a little bit.
Right. Like you can see some, like the biggest thing that I see in there is, I would have sanded down all the walls. I would have got a professional, I would have got someone in there to really sand them down, to really make them look pretty. Seller just painted over them. So they showed, right? Lucky it was a color that kind of blended in, but still they showed. So yeah, if he would have done that and he would have maybe done some baseboards, a couple other different things, yeah, I think he could have been higher in the 650s. Maybe replace the tub or really get that tub in the main bathroom was really rough. So there's a few rough spots in the house, we're going to say, that needed some attention. So, address them now, price it to take that into account, not, well, let's try this. We did a video CMA for him a week before and pulled up some listings in the area, and some, one stood on me, Drake Drive, mid-unit townhouse, 659, crappy layout. It's overpriced. They've been trying for months. I think they reduced it to 649 still. So we can still see, it's very easily to identify the properties that are not selling today by days on market and what's selling. So we don't want to, I didn't want to follow the herd, and he's all game. I want it sold. I don't want to be dicking around here. Okay, then we need to price it properly
Yeah.
from the get-go. That's what we did. So, and I think you think about it, we both know there's a lot of overpricing in the properties, and wherever it's coming from is beyond my belief, but it's agent or seller. It's only 2 people. We could be doing a lot more numbers out of this market if things are priced for this market.
Well, the other thing too, I noticed is that sometimes, and people have to be aware when they're looking at comparables, that pictures lie. Like sometimes we can look through and we think, oh, this looks great,
Yeah.
but you could go in there and it smells like cat piss. Like
Yeah.
you can't tell all the time just from a picture.
No, you can't. No, they can shop them, they can make them look pretty, and that's the thing. I mean, before we're hopping on here, I mean, you're looking at, I said, I pull up this listing on Tunbridge. I went, wow, 70 detached, 720. I didn't even look at the pictures. I was like, the price way overpriced. And once we looked at it, whoa, pretty nice. Great floor plan, beautiful upgrades. You
It
should
was, yeah.
pull it up, because I think it's good to show these listings. Right away, I prejudged it based on what the market without even looking at it. And then once I looked at the pictures, I went, whoa, okay, I think he's on his money because he spent a lot of money on upgrades and finishes on that property. It shows, it's a stunner to me for
Yeah,
that.
I pulled it up. You told me to take a look at it, and then
Yeah,
I said, okay. And then I said, Mark, did you actually look at this?
yeah, nope. Just look
And
at the price and went, that's up too high.
it's flipping nice.
It's really nice. They did a great job. Great job. And I wouldn't be surprised if they get it because it shows pretty damn, don't,
Well, it's all brick too, eh?
all brick, you know?
And the outside does look nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's got a
definitely.
nice porch,
Long
big
drive.
long driveway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so there's the garage entry, Mark.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So there's no garage entry directly into the house, but a lot of these townhouses don't have garage entry at all.
You don't. And
A
that's a better,
lot of them.
I like that
I would
spot.
rather have this. At least I don't got to walk outside,
Got it. Got it.
right?
Yeah. I love this kitchen. I thought they did a fantastic job. Look
Isn't
at
it
the,
nice?
well done.
Well,
Seller,
and you see
well
what they
done.
did? They put the little glass things up
Yeah,
here
it's nice. I like it
because
better.
otherwise there would be like a box, right?
Yeah.
And then they matched it over here to carry it through, right? So it wasn't just on its own.
And I love the built-ins. Look at the wine cooler. Look at the ovens. Look at the gas range up top. Great work. Great work.
Very nice.
Yeah, I thought they did a bang up job.
And this is really nice too.
Very nice. Very nice. I like the room sizes. Staircase has been done. God, all neutral color tones, nice light fixtures, great staging. That's when you can ask a 724 for this, Diane, because look at the finishes and look at the room sizes are good.
Yeah.
It shows extremely well.
The
And
layout's nice. The layout
right,
is
I think
nice
he's going to
too.
get the money of the week for that property.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they redid the
well,
staircases.
but yeah, there's probably 10, 15K right there. Finished basement. Good size, good. It's good. It's a good size layout.
Nice deck.
Yeah, nice deck. Do what you want in the backyard, whatever.
It's not big, but it's private because of the trees.
Yeah, they got some privacy there. Sure. No. So,
And it's a semi-detached.
right, no sidewalk on there. Right, it's perfect. No,
Pretty
I
nice.
think he's on the money. And that's what people should be looking. Again, I'm not saying everybody go do this then. I'm not saying that, but they probably spent some money over time, or maybe they just did it to get it and say, let's drop 50K on this and let's see if we get it back, which you're going to, because it shows extremely well. The kitchen's going to sell the house, in my mind.
Yeah, it
So,
is.
yeah,
Yeah, and you know what the thing is too, if you're selling and you see this price, and if they get over asking, or if they get, the high sevens, if you're selling something that's a semi-detached house, like you really need to take into account the amount of upgrades.
you
Like,
do. You do.
I know, because what I'll get is my client, well, yeah, well, my kitchen's old, but like it's not hard to do a kitchen.
Oh, no, it just takes lots of money.
And you
Right.
got to live
Uh-huh.
without a kitchen for how long?
Right.
It
Like,
is hard to do a
it
kitchen,
is.
right? It is.
Oh, expensive. It's expensive. Like you look at that kitchen there, built-ins like that, wine cooler, built-in ovens,
Oh,
range.
that's
I bet he's
expensive.
got 15,000, 15K in appliances, maybe a
Yeah.
bit less. And then so he's probably got 30K in that thing. Yeah, it
The
is expensive.
countertops probably 4 or 5. Like
Yeah,
even the guy that I get who's cheaper, that was a lot of counters,
it's a lot of counter space,
and it's all quartz.
all quartz. So, yeah, like I told you, I want to do something in my kitchen because I don't like it. And I bet it's going to be a couple bucks. Just, I'm not changing, just some panels on the island and we'll see, but it's not going to be cheap, I don't think. But looking at a listing that an agent has in my building and did the white, yeah, that's what I want to do. It's going to change. It's going to change everything in here. I hate this color, but anyway.
I know.
So good for that seller. I think they did a bang up job and it's a bang up price. Kind of nice to see. and staging, presentation, sells houses. And
And you know what? I think people, I don't know, I'm interested to see if there's a shift now, Mark.
I think it's too early to tell. That's what the fall market's going to tell us a story. I think that's going to tell us a story to see where things are going to go. And I think, the CPI, again, I just glanced at it, and I think Canada reports it on Tuesday, and they're expecting 2.4% inflation year over year. It's come down a lot. So numbers are good. Let's just see where the Fed, I think we'll see a rate decrease in September. Will we
Well,
see a
that's
big,
what originally they said there wasn't going to be one in July and it was going to be September and December.
right? I could see two, September and December. Right, inflation's coming down. Let's take some pressure off some people. I mean, there's still a lot of people struggling right now, right? We're not seeing, look at gas, it's still in the $1.60 range, $1.64. Sometimes you see like it's been in that range for a month now. So,
Guess what happened to me?
right.
I got 2 letters from my mortgage company.
Mhm.
My mortgage has come down $150 a month.
That's helpful. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if it comes down 500?
Well, it would be, yes, it would be nice if it even
Yeah.
went back to what it used to be.
Right. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen anytime soon, but take the $150, it's 150 more bucks in your pocket, right?
I mean, at least it's on the downward trend.
Right, right. I agree. And just imagine that savings for a family. I bet there's families out there that don't have $150 at the end of the month, Dan.
No, I
Time
know.
for groceries, gas in the car, commuting costs,
Listen,
kids.
Mark, it's been tough for me too. It's not good. I mean,
Huh?
I don't know if people realize when the market last year was like the slowest in 25 years, and we're even slower this year.
Mhm.
Real estate agents are starving.
Well, it's a tough game right now, right? And I really believe the ones that like ourselves have been in business a long time, have a database of people, referrals, we'll make a living. We're not getting rich, right? So, the ones that are struggling today are the new people. And with that multiple offers that I got on one I'll look at, I won't go into details about it too much, but the constructing of the offer was terrible. It was all over the map. No, we're not going any higher. That's our price. Okay, no problem. Ring, ring, got a second offer. Oh, then it changed. So, it just kind of started on the wrong foot. And then the day we got what we needed. And so I was happy with the outcome. But the level of quality, we'll
I
say, and
know.
experience isn't there.
I remember I did one when it was in the bidding war thing right after during COVID.
Yeah,
And there was like 14 or 15 offers. And the agent actually called me and said I was the only offer that was actually correct and complete
I know. I
out of
know.
all of them.
Yeah, no 801 in this one. Just, you know, all the usually, you construct it, you put the conditions in first and then rep warranties. And that I think he had the visits going first. We're allowed 3 more visits. Then he had rep warranties. Then he had another duplicate of a rep warranty. And then the last 2 clauses were the conditions.
Oh,
I see. And then talked about floor plans and
well,
scratch.
and you know what? That's real estate 101. We learn in
Mm,
the residential course that the offer schedule A should be in order of importance and conditions always come first.
correct. Correct.
Walkthrough should be at the very end.
Correct.
The most important things obviously should be first.
100%. Right. So, yeah. And that's what I keep saying, right? I mean, we look at the price again. I'm going to talk about the pricing again because I have to. But we look at the pricing and where is this pricing created from? It's created from if it's not created, it's created from a market. Then why aren't agents looking at a market and going, that's the price we need to be at because here's how I can back it up, not what's actually been, you know, listed at around the corner or that's the general price for a home or a townhome. No, no.
Well, another big issue that I have is which I always get into it with Toronto agents. I remember in Innisfil where, you know, we were in a brand new subdivision, 9-year-old house on Benson a few years back. And this guy is bringing me comparables from Vance. Well, this house sold, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's like our house is 9 years old. That one's like 40 or 50.
Right,
It's all
right,
siding, all siding. We're full brick
right, right, right,
and we're only 9 years old.
right, right,
Total
right.
different construction, way
Totally.
better construction, way better. And we backed onto EP.
Right.
And
But
he's bringing me these things. I'm like, buddy, what,
if
like, do you even know where you are? Do you know what street you're on and what area you're in?
they don't, they don't,
No.
they're not looking at it. Look at a map. Look at this. Pull up geo. Pull up comparables of 250 meters to 500 meters, 750 meters. It's all there. All the information is there. I just don't think they're doing. No, they're not doing it. Most of them aren't doing it. Right. So
Well, look at how close I am to Letitia.
Mhm.
And the prices from my subdivision to that subdivision are
Hey.
200 grand different.
Night and day. Right. Night and day.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. Right. And, or I like that email. This is a really, really good price for your house based on what we're seeing in the market. No, dude, you're 20K off of what we're seeing in the market. Like, I just don't get it. But
I
anyway,
don't even think 20K is a big problem. It's the 50 and the 75.
oh yeah, well, with the,
That's
keep saying it, the pricing skewed, and then that's why I keep saying, folks, get 3 people. I say it all the time. Get, no matter what, do yourself a favor and get 3 people. They can show you the solds based on what your property is. Look at actives as a guide to saying, this is what's listed in the market. Look at how many days on market, look how it shows, look at the presentation, look at the lack of presentation, look at the photos, whatever. Use that as a guidance tool. But it has to boil down to solds. Oh, how much inventory? You should pull up our spreadsheet. This is what a seller should be looking at. This is what a seller should be presented today. Pull it up. So
going to make me try and get this sucker. Hold on.
yeah, I think it's important. We jump around, but we jump around for a reason. So this is important information that Dan's going to pull up that says, hey, this is what's going on in the market. You can just pull up July's for Barrie. We have, in certain ranges. Here's the inventory. Here's the inventory levels. Here's what's selling. Here's what's not selling. This is a great guide. This is Barrie July. So here's July. We'll get August is soon. So again, we'll go through them. 176 in sales for 2024. 2023, 194 down. What, 7 down 9.2%. Actives 777 versus 510. Big jump in inventory. Woo-wee.
Well, this is what the problem is that when you have that big of a jump in inventory and that much of and a drop in sales.
Correct. It's massive. It's a lot of it. It's very competitive out there.
Yeah.
And the inventory really hasn't come down because sales are taking it down. And I really believe we could do being a ton more sales of properties are priced for this market, and they're not. Do we have the breakdown by ranges, Dan, or that's just I know for more updates, I don't know if you have in certain ranges to show the audience. I know we do, but I don't know if it's on this spreadsheet.
It's there.
Okay. Yeah, so here we go. So we look at, let's go 6 to 7, 34 sales, active 79. That's a lot of inventory. That's 50%, my math. So 53% of the inventory is not selling in the low range.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. And look at the 7-8 range. 121 listings, 52 sold. This is what people need to see the data and go, where do I fit in here? Why aren't they selling, Mark and Diane? Oh, give me 3 seconds. I can show you that. Here's why. Pull up in those range. We go through it all the time. So this is data.
And I was talking to a couple people, agents and mortgage people in the last week, and I'm getting kind of the same feedback that I've been saying, that obviously people aren't that desperate.
They're not desperate. They just think, or they're getting wrong information, one or the other. A seller doesn't have to be desperate to sell, but there has to be some kind of motivation to say, you know what? We want to move.
Okay. The thing is though, Mark, let's be real about something. As an agent, you need the property to sell or you don't get paid, right? So you want the property to actually sell. All right. You don't want it to sit there for 3 or 4 months and then they hate your guts and then they go with another agent. So the agent's goal is to sell the house. So a lot of them get the listing and they tell them a higher price to get the listing. But then
Right.
they start bugging them and bugging them, cut the price, cut the price, cut the price, cut the price. They're trying to get it sold. So that tells me the seller is not willing to drop the price.
I don't know. Yes and no.
I know, because every agent I know, if a house isn't selling, what are you doing? Drop
Well,
the price.
well, that's mainly if it's not priced, but we can show you, look, we just went through sales really quickly, what's going on. And look at all the inventory that's not selling.
But that's what the agent's going to say. The agent, you're not going to spend money on a listing and pictures and do everything for it to
Just price
sit
it
there
right though. Price it right though. Why do people gotta price it wrong?
to try to get the listing.
Well, that's wrong though. Then what's the motivation? I'd rather sit there and be honest with Mr. and Mrs. Seller and say, hey, you know what? This is what the price is and backing it up. Here's the listing. Here's the inventory. Here's what's selling. Here's what's not selling. Let's go through some solds in this category and look at the days on market. Ooh, some are a lot larger. Pull up some histories. We can see them all. It's all the information is there. So are they? Yes, I really believe they are walking in the front door and saying, great, I can get you this for the price and let's do it. And they're going, okay, if you're the expert, well, I'd be careful with that expert. I really would be careful.
Well, and I told you at the listing, I've had a couple listing appointments with the same problem myself. They're pulling up listings that sold for $915, but they're way, way better. Same house.
Same house. Yeah.
But way like 80 grand worth of upgrades, new kitchens,
Right.
new this, new that. And the person I'm meeting, well, that's not a big difference. It's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah, it is. We just showed a big difference on Tunbridge. It is a big difference.
Well, exactly. So like people have to get their head around, okay, and look objectively. Like if I'm looking at my house and the one down the street, I'm pretty objective. Well, shit, that's better than mine. This is better than mine. This is like, you have to be able to be realistic and objective and admit, okay, well, that other house is like it's better.
Well, I agree. You have to be that way for sure. And I don't disagree with that. And I just think, again, people should take their time making decisions is where I'm going.
If I'm going to go to your house and fight with you, trying to tell you your house isn't worth what you think, that is not an enjoyable experience for them or me.
Oh, I just get up and leave.
Like, and well, I've had it a couple times in the last month or so. Right. I'm trying to explain to them, yeah, but look at this one sold below yours, same house, and it still had more updates than yours.
It's funny. Okay, so you just triggered something. So someone on YouTube on the channel made a comment several months ago about a property in Adelaide. And she's going, do you think my property is overpriced? You know the property I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Here's why it's overpriced. Boom, 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 boom. They were like at 1.2. Now they're down to $8.99. And I said, who got the price? Well, the agent. What? It's not a 1.2. Not even close. Right?
Well, and that was a thing where I asked you, where's the agent from? Because we know that area. And I said, you're never going to get that in that area, ever.
Never. They're struggling. I've given up on it, but I think 60 days ago, I seen it for $8.99. They changed agents. They should have called me or you. We told them right there that his price is whacked out. What are you doing? Right. And I think
and they bought it with the same scenario, not knowing Barrie, right? They came from somewhere else.
Right. Don't make a bad decision like that. That's a shit area. A shit area. It's a crappy area.
It is.
Buying in that area. Right? The out-of-town agents don't, just like me going to do business in Richmond Hill. I don't know Richmond Hill. I ain't going down there because I can't work for that client in a good way and just put them in an area that's shit.
The only time for me it works is like I've done some in Hamilton where they're from Hamilton.
Oh, for sure. That is different.
And they know. Yes. They know where they want to be. They know exactly,
They're guiding you. They're guiding you.
They're guiding me. Yeah. It's a little bit different when you have that.
Right, because you can pull up you can pull up information. Okay, you got their guidance to help you navigate that transaction, but not everybody has that,
Well,
right?
here, as listed in Barrie, we see a lot different buyer. Like most of them are coming from the south.
100% they are. 100%. It's not Barry buyers buying Barry properties anymore. That's long gone, right?
Long gone. So all these people that are coming up, some of the agents do know the area. If they're from Newmarket or it, and they've done a lot of deals. I did a couple deals with just Tracy, and she has clients in Barrie because she's bought in Barrie so much over the years. She
Right.
knows the areas.
Right. Some of them do for sure. Some of
Yeah.
them, it's just, to protect the consumer and to get the right guidance and direction, I think they should be interviewing both on the buying side and the selling side.
Yeah.
Right. I think we've covered off some good details. I think that was a great video. I think there's some good knowledge there for people. Watch the inventory, got questions on the Barrie market and Simcoe County, reach out to Dan and myself and follow for more information. Hit the like and share button. Much appreciated.
Perfect.
Hey, see ya.
See ya.